Gray. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, where you will find a variety of reviews from recipes to subscriptions and everything in between. Today we are doing a summary of the last 12 months. Now I understand we haven't gotten to September just yet, and I do have one more subscription coming that is brand new, but that one will actually be going into 2024 as well. So I wanted to take the time to summarize the subscriptions that I had explored through this entire year. I've taken some notes to give you some recommendations on whether or not I think they are worth trying, or if they can either make some great gifts. So if you're on the lookout for some holiday specials, I'll certainly be able to point those out too. Before we get started, if you enjoy review content, recipe reviews, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you can be notified when a new video is up. Let's get started. I have my notes ready here, and I'll be linking all the relevant links to the videos we'll be discussing. So if you are new here, I spent each quarter with a subscription. So we're talking about 3 to 4 months spent with a subscription, instead of just the one-off monthly box or product that you can order. I think you can get a better sense of what the service is like if you spend a little bit of extra time. Not only are you looking for the quality of the product, you want to see how consistent is the shipping quality and also the overall support. On a number of these subscriptions, I ended up having to reach out to customer service for one reason or another, and that really did help define what I thought of these subscriptions as a whole. The first subscription service we'll be taking a look at is Bespoke Post. All the links will be included below. I was with them for a full 3 months, and what I really like about it is indeed a unisex type of subscription. It's not gendered in any way. There are boxes and categories and add-ons that can fit everyone's lifestyle. And I was able to pick out a few different boxes that were relevant to my lifestyle and things that I was interested in. So I was very excited to give Bespoke Post a try. Mainly it's because I've been seeing so many ads for their service, and it all looked very interesting. I was curious. A lot of the ads that I was seeing were geared towards nature and travel, and that's not really my jam, but perhaps it is someone else's. It was just nice to see that there was a really nice variety of subscription boxes that could be good for everyone. What I also really enjoyed about Bespoke Post was the fact that they support smaller businesses, smaller and local businesses. So while other companies can partner with other companies and pull things that you can potentially find at a local store, it was nice to explore products that I had not even thought of checking out, or don't have access to the products that were being included in these boxes. I also enjoy the fact that you can build up your box with add-ons, and they can be relevant to the theme that you have for the month or something completely separate, and you can also purchase those items separately from the store. I love a subscription that not only has their recurring service, but also the availability to purchase things separately from the recurring service. So Bespoke Post was rated very highly for me in terms of their product quality, as well as if I thought the boxes were worth it. I didn't have anything score lower than an 8 on that particular subscription. The only thing that I docked that subscription for was the lack of marketing for the Bespoke Post service at all. Very, very minimal. Now, if you're just looking for the products that are included, you're obviously going to be on the lookout for them anyway. From a reviewer perspective, I wanted to get a little bit more to urge myself and others to check out Bespoke Post. However, I think the products speak for themselves, that they are of a higher quality and certainly do deserve the attention that they're getting. So Bespoke Post as a lifestyle subscription box is one that I would highly recommend for sure. Next up, ScentBird. ScentBird is a fragrance brand. It is a subscription service, and it is a multi-tier service as well. So throughout my review process over the course of 3 months, I tried all of their tiers with the exception of their candle service. I'm good on candles. I have a lot and I will not stop buying more. So that's not an issue. Myself, I don't have that many fragrances that I purchase. I would usually get something for the holidays that I really like and then just keep replenishing it when it runs out, but never really took the time to explore. So I thought ScentBird would be good for people like me who want to expand their fragrance library for special occasions, or if they just really want to change their fragrance up a little bit. I think the variety is quite nice, and I do respect that they listen to your feedback. If you did not like a fragrance, I've had a couple that are just, I would much prefer getting rid of it completely than seeing it again. The next boxes that I did get from ScentBird were reflective of that, and they stayed clear of those fragrances that really rubbed me the wrong way. So the service really does listen to your feedback, but you do have to make sure to write those reviews and do actually speak up. Not just me making a video saying, I didn't like that scent. So you do have to add a little bit of give and take here in order for your future deliveries to be affected accordingly. I do like that you can purchase the fragrances standalone. So let's say you really liked the sample that you received of a fragrance 1 month. You can look it up and get either a refill or you can get the full size of it. So what I really do respect about ScentBird is for people like me who are indecisive and just want to try a couple of small things rather than getting a full size bottle for, a retail price that could be spent on something else. You get a little hint of a fragrance you may like. And if you really, really like it and you want to stick with it, you have the name, you have all that information, and you can buy it on ScentBird too. If you do not like fragrances at all, or if you really like to keep it simple, ScentBird may not be for you. As I mentioned, this is a service that I would check out for reviewing purposes, but I definitely have enough fragrances now to last me a good while, so I don't see myself going back in the near future. But if you or you know someone who really likes to explore fragrances or is looking to change things up a little bit, ScentBird is definitely a good way to kind of expand your horizons a little bit. So I've had no issues with ScentBird. I think their prices are worth it. I would recommend sticking to the lower tier of the subscription. If you're someone who doesn't go through fragrances quite as much, I think a little bit at a time is going to successfully grow your fragrance library versus ordering a monthly subscription with multiple samples at the same time. It will add up, I promise. I have a drawer full of fragrances now that I really go to 1 or 2 at the most. So if you are looking to shop for someone, perhaps a sample or a full size that you really enjoyed, you'd like to share with a friend or family member, ScentBird is definitely a good way to go. And again, all of those links for my reviews will be in the description below. Moving on to one that I had recently finished. Hunt a Killer. This is an entertainment subscription box. It is an adult murder mystery that you can purchase through a subscription service like I did. Either pay monthly, don't do that, or a prepaid 6 month or 6 month or every either 6 month or annual, I believe, are the 2 different tiers that you can use for prepayment of a season. So seasons are generally broken up into 6 episodes. So every month you would get a new box of clues to help build up on the story that you're looking to solve here. I had a really great time with Hunt a Killer once I changed my subscription to the 6-month prepay. When you get about 30 minutes to 45 minutes, an hour at the most of story time for almost $50, and then having to do that for 6 months, it made me want to cry at first, but we got that taken care of by contacting Hunt a Killer support, and they got it straightened out and prorated for us. What I also do enjoy is their customer service. If there is some sort of error, as I mentioned in my last video that I made around Hunt a Killer, they did resolve it very, very quickly. So I am very thrilled with how that was handled and how quickly it was handled. Onto the product itself. If you don't want to do a subscription, but you like the idea of these more mature murder mysteries, check out the Hunt a Killer shop. They do sell the seasons as full complete games that you can purchase, and that includes the online access as well as all the physical pieces of evidence that you will need to solve the mystery. The only downside that I would probably have about Hunt a Killer is replay value, and I've mentioned this before. Once you solve the mystery, I don't really foresee myself playing it again. I feel like I've touched all the evidence. I know what the solution was to this. And also, if at any point Hunt a Killer decides that Hunt a Killer is going to be no more, then that replay value is obsolete. Perhaps if they have a way of saving that gameplay and hosting all their online aspects of it differently, sure. But in the long run, once I finish a scenario, I don't feel like I want to replay it. So that is definitely different if you're talking about board games. That won't work the same way. Next, we have Forest Inc. This is a beauty fashion subscription. This is a regular online store that specializes in what we would call goth alternative clothing, and it is local to Texas, and everything there is made in small batches. What's really nice about it is that they offer a quarterly subscription box that will generally send you a pair of like an accessory. For the two that I received, I had some socks that are fantastic quality, and they are quite cute. And you get about 2 to 3 pieces of clothing. So I had received shirts, dresses, skirts. So looking at how much each of those items cost separately, if you're just looking on the store, it is 100% worth signing up for the quarterly subscription. I really enjoyed it. However, after the second box, I realized that while I really love goth alternative fashion and I'm trying to replenish my closet after years of its absence, that's not exactly my style. I prefer more, how would you put it, like corporate goth type of clothes. So not exactly one to show a lot of skin. This is how I'm most comfortable, with some Doc Martens and a nice pair of pants. But if you're looking to discover a clothing brand that really takes good care in making sure that they are sustainable and ethical, Forest Inc. is absolutely a great option for you to check out. I would like to point out, primarily female clothing. I hope they expand just like Killstar, so we'll certainly have to keep an eye out on Forest Inc. But again, this is a quarterly subscription box, so it would be a good idea for the holidays. You just have to plan around to make sure the box will either be arriving for the holidays, or you can just let the recipient know that they're signed up for a subscription service for this clothing. So that's Forest Inc. for you. As always, the links will be in the description below. And my last main subscription that I have checked out is Loot Fright, repping our Frankenstein shirt from our Frankenstein box for Loot Fright. I think Loot Fright is another great entertainment subscription box. It is a really nice subgenre of what Loot Crate is. It's fantastic for collectors if you like the spooky, and right now they have a lot of the classic monsters being rolled out in their boxes. I definitely would recommend it. The price is pretty decent, and what's really nice is you can prepay for 3 months in advance. I paid about 90 something dollars for 3 months, so I don't have to worry about paying for another batch. My subscription review will be done once all 3 boxes come in. I'm currently waiting for my second one to be delivered, so I'm excited to post that review as well. I think what I've always enjoyed about the Loot Crate services is you get unique products. So either you get some collectible figurines, some pins, some postcards, as you saw in my previous video, but the real winner for me is t-shirts. I love their t-shirts. The quality of the graphics on the shirt is always super nice. The shirts are very soft and comfy, and they do well when washing and drying. So I still have a lot of my older Loot Crate shirts probably still in storage from when we moved, but they have lasted me a long time. So whether you are looking for something spooky or if you want to stick with a regular Loot Crate, I absolutely recommend this service. And what's really nice, if you're going monthly, you will likely be able to get a box in time for the holidays. So again, keep those ideas in the back of your mind for the holidays. Overall, I have to say that my subscription service experience this year was a wild ride. I love the fact that we got to pick a variety of subscriptions, so different types of people will like different subscriptions. We're not going to be focusing on just one style of clothing or fragrance or entertainment or food. We'll be checking out a variety, and we will continue to do the same thing in 2024. So if you enjoy these types of reviews, again, as a friendly reminder, I do extended reviews where I spend 3 to 4 months with a subscription service checking out their product for their quality, their reliability, and their overall service. So if you have any recommendations or you're curious about some subscriptions, let me know in the comments below, because I do read all of them to ensure that what I am reviewing is something that you are absolutely interested in. And I am very much looking forward to checking out the remaining boxes for 2023. They will be looped into the start of the next year. So I am already looking out for what to have reviewed for quarter 1 and 2. So don't forget to let me know what you'd love to see. If you enjoyed today's video, I hope you give it a like and subscribe to the channel. We are on our way to 500, and I certainly look forward to bringing more reviews your way in the upcoming year. Take care and stay gray amazing. Bye!